Alright everyone, so I have two food pantry hauls for you today, and a reminder to everyone, and for those of you that are new, the two food pantries that I go to every Thursday are weekly, thus every Thursday, and they are both walk-in and basically choose what you would like to take. So everything you see in my food pantry hauls is something we will use. So I don't take anything that we don't ordinarily use, all right? So this is the first food pantry haul of Thursday morning. So let's get right into it. Sometimes this one is, I guess they both are, hit or miss, whether you get snacks, whether you get ground beef or pizza or chicken. So it changes from week to week. And this is the pantry that I mainly get canned goods. I choose the canned goods we would normally use. Alright, so let's just jump into it. We have a pound of ground beef this week. And I think a lot of the weeks we get ground beef. Sometimes we'll get like a DiGiorno pizza. We used to be able to take two things, like either a pizza and a ground beef. But for the last month, they haven't had too many donations, and they've been getting a lot more folks in, so we're down to one meat, which is fine. You know, I'm happy with what we can take. So 1 pound of ground beef, and this actually is the fat content on here. It's 85.15, so that is a low fat content, and we've been using this ground beef for some time now, and it's good ground beef. So I'm currently thawing it out for our meal tomorrow night, so you'll see what that is. And then we got a jar of Skippy creamy peanut butter, a box of elbow macaronis. That's probably the pasta I use the most besides spaghetti. We got a box of corn check cereal. Glenn likes that more so than I do. And then we'll just get closer for our canned goods here. So right here we got some a can of refried beans. And I've said this before, but for those of you that are new, anytime I see refried beans, cans of it, I take it. Because that is something we go through fairly quickly. We use a lot of it, so I'm happy when I see some, because then I'll take some. Alright, we got a can of, and this is the bigger can. This is a 1 pound, 3 ounce can. Enchilada sauce, red enchilada sauce, and I picked that up actually for a meal that's going to go with that ground beef. So, and if you didn't put the two together, it's going to be an enchilada meal, but not enchiladas. It's going to be an enchilada casserole. Alright, 2 cans of tomato soup. We go through a lot of tomato soup as well, not only having it just as tomato soup for a lunch, but I use it in a lot of casseroles and chili and things like that. A can of French onion soup, and that would be good to go in like a roast or something if you're making like a pot roast. And then a can of cream of chicken. Got a can of Rotel Original. I usually use this in Glenn's chili. The last few times that I've made chili, I make 2 separate types of chili because I like it a little different, the more way that I know chili to be than Glenn. Glenn likes it with noodles and more of a soupy type. So, which prompted me to grab this can of chili beans, which would be for my chili. So, something for his, something for mine. And I also grabbed a small can. These are 6 ounce cans of tomato paste. I know I have that tube of tomato paste, but sometimes you need a can of it. Like if you make your own spaghetti sauce or something, you might need a whole can of it. So I still like to keep those little cans. And then a small can of mushroom stems and pieces. This is something Glenn would use. He likes to put that on different things. So that is the first food pantry haul. And I will go ahead and put this stuff away and bring on the second one. Okay, everyone, so this is the second food pantry haul of the day. I guess let's get right into it. I already explained that this is also a walk-in. Now, this pantry is in the afternoon, so this is a pantry where I actually go 40 to 45 minutes early to get, because a very long line forms if you get there too late. And when I get there and it's like 40 minutes before it opens, I'm already like the 8th in line or something. So yeah, there's folks that get there an hour early. Yeah, this one gets crowded. And this one also gives you a good balance of everything. They give you a meat every single week, a produce, and they give you 3 choices of produce. And then if they have an abundance of something else, they'll give that to you extra. And then you always get breads. Sometimes they have breakfast stuff, sometimes they don't. And every single week you get toilet paper. Sometimes it's paper towel, tissue, and every week there's milk. There's been just a few times that there hasn't been milk, but for the most part you get milk. And you're also offered a cheese every week. So we go in, and depending on the amount of people in your family, that's how many choices of each section you get. So with just Glenn and I, 2 people, we get 1 choice of each section. And the breads, you get a couple. Produce, everybody gets 3. And meats, if you have a bigger family, you get a couple choices. So for meats, this week we got more pork chops. We've been getting a lot of pork chops. And this pantry actually gives you a choice of meats to get. There was pork chops, ground beef, ground chicken, pre-cooked chicken, chicken slices, or not slices, I can't get the words out. Sometimes they'll have breakfast stuff where you can get eggs and your choice of like a bacon or sausage or something. So they always have a different choice for you to take. So it's not you have to take this. So pork chops, and there's always 2 in the pack. So that's perfect for us. And for the produce, we got bananas this week. And we got all these mini bell peppers, these sweet bell peppers. So we'll find a meal to put those in. And I know people eat them just like that. I've never tried them. Maybe I'll try one just like that. And then our 3rd choice was strawberries. Okay, so this is the only part that has a voiceover in this food pantry haul. The reason being, once again, I recorded the haul a day later. And by that time, we had already used the strawberries. So just wanted to show you we received strawberries. But what we made with the strawberries will be in the weekend meals video. So let me go over to the breads. This week, they often have this loaf. I think this is actually wheat. This looks more like a wheat, but they usually have it in white. And it's an uncut, unsliced loaf of bread. And it's always really soft and it's good. And we got these brat buns, which once again, I'm recording this a couple days later, or a day later. So we've used some of the stuff that we received at the pantry, like the brat buns. We grilled out tonight, so I had some brat buns. And Glenn used some of these rolls for his hamburgers. And then we also got a half of a coffee cake. Looks like it's an apple one. Yeah, if it's like a big dessert, they'll cut it in half, and that way everybody gets a little bit of something. And they run out of desserts fairly quick. They usually don't have a lot of desserts to choose or even to offer, so they run out pretty quick. So we got this pack of Marble Jack cheese sticks and some shredded mozzarella. And the reason I chose shredded mozzarella, I could have taken either shredded mozzarella or cheese slices. I chose shredded mozzarella because I know we have a bag of pepperoni. We have some pizza sauce. We could even use these rolls for mini pizzas. So that mozzarella will come in handy. And then, oh, actually, this white rice actually belonged in the first food pantry haul. I forgot to put it in that one. So we got this 3-pound bag of white rice. So it's always good to have white rice. So yeah, that belonged in the other one. That's okay. And then over here, we got a 1/2 gallon of milk. And this is Kellogg's Townhouse flip sides. I don't know if any of you ever had flip sides. Sorry for the camera movements. But on one side, it's like a buttery pretzel. And the other side, it's like the original Townhouse, like the Ritz-like cracker. So it's different. Yeah, we tasted it already. So that's different. And then over here, we just got a box of rice-a-roni, a beef, and a small can of chicken, and a can of pineapple tidbits, and a roll of toilet paper. So that is the second food pantry haul of this week. So again, everything you see is what I've chosen that I feel that we would use. And not only in this one and in the first one. So that's why I love to go to these two. It's gotten to the point where these are the only two I go to. Believe me, there are many food pantries in our city that I can go to, but I choose to only go to these two. Plus what we get in food share really does get us through. So I don't need to go to every single food pantry that's offered. So, yeah, I think it's a good balance, and it helps us with our groceries. These are things that we would not have to buy, mainly the canned items and the pastas and things like that. Those are things we would not have to buy in our weekly grocery budget. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking that time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all the support and the kind words, the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share the channel with your friends. And those of you that have shared it, thank you so much. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.